Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Alienware Arena Winter 2012 NA Finals. And oh man, these teams are impatient and ready to go. Man, do I ever like that. Alright, game number 3 well underway here as we are looking for Carried by Mundo up against the Walter Tan Fan Club, tied 1 apiece. The team that gets the Swain loses the game. That's the mantra we got right now. Welcome to your forecast here for League of Legends. I'm the FourCourtJester. With me, the L3IRD. The stream is the word, that Mr. Bird, and we're bringing you this action live. Let me tell you that, live. I said it twice.
On YouTube, then maybe it's pre-recorded. But hey, it's still live.
It's live, damn it.
Whoever picks the Ezreal pick gets the win. Whoever picks the Rumble pick gets the win. What else is there? No, that's it, right? There's another one?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Well, for those two especially, Ezreal, Rumble, I guess that works out really well together. Usually I don't see that working out well together. But we're going to see an Ezreal ban. We're going to see a Mumu ban. Mumu was pretty strong and key for that jungle edge that was coming out from Walter Tan Fan Club. So yeah, not surprising that Mumu ban as well. We're gonna see the last ban coming out pretty soon. Hopefully we can actually see it though.
Bang! I don't know. Let's take a quick look. Shen. I see Shen.
I see Shen too.
Yeah. So KO Twister, Fade, Elisa, Mumu, Ezreal, Shen. No Draven. Trollface.
I mean, if they want to have Draven coming out again, which probably will happen, then Tremor's going to have this fun time with Draven, and picking Draven first wouldn't actually be a bad thing. Again, they don't have the Ezreal to poke back, but there's some things about Draven that you can do. That's an interesting one if they actually you're going to pick that one in there, but there's some things you can do against Draven, especially with some supports, but we'll see what they're going to be picking up for Walter Tan Fan Club, or Carried by Mundo in that case as well.
Do I see? Do I spy with my little eye a Twitch?
You mean we're streaming on Twitch TV? Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
oh, you mean the game? Oh,
smartass. Yeah, but definitely a Twitch there for Ire of Ire, so very likely to go. Trying to Kawaii Desu. Let's check out Kawaii Desu quick.
I think he's been running pretty standard on the runes.
Ezreal,
I don't think there's anything
27 games played. Twitch, 27 games played.
Huh. Not surprising.
Well, Ezreal was banned out. Got to take your second best. Once again, we see the Tarek come through, though. And this time, Nidalee actually picking up the Nidalee. Made it through that ban process. Could be that mid. Might swap it off to the top. Could be a support, but we do got the Tarek. Jungle Tarek. Let's go man mode.
Could be AP Tarek in the mid. I mean, you never know. I mean, AP Nunu came back. Might as well bring out AP Tarek. I hear he does shattering things to those mids. Yeah, Nidalee on Nidalee is going to be interesting to say as well. Doesn't really flow off the tongue as well.
Nidalee. Yeah, I mean, it's the L's and R's conflict yet again. Lulu Twitch, bottom lane, looking at, again, a third game with a Maokai. And, ooh, do we have a Mumu ban? We do! Ah, that's a shame. But Tainted Monkey going to be picking up the misfortunate Swain! Again!
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
What? Alright, well, good game, well played. Walter Tan goes to the tournament 2-1. You really got to impress me with this Swain blade this time. I swear to God.
I mean, Tainted Monkey played the Swain last game. I think 0-4 out of lane phase once everything was down. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to say about that.
Wow.
It could be a placeholder Vic, you never know. Maybe they didn't have something. But there's like an insta-lock Swain, so I have no idea.
Yeah, insta-lock from Ho-Rang, nonetheless. Alright, so hey, maybe a Mumu's banned out. So like Never Move is almost as good, right? Never Move bullet time?
Yeah.
The Never bullet time? The bullet time of Never Move? I don't know, this just doesn't quite work.
I'm thinking, since you have Nidalee, where yeah, the Nidoru, you're going to be working in, and you're going to have probably the damage output from there. This time, you're going to have a bit more damage output, at least with the swing on top of the Nidoru, and then you have Misfortune with the bullet time, like you said.
The bullet move. Brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the AoE work out. I mean, it's really Rupture that's going to be starting out everything, but if Never Move gets connected as well, it's going to be easy bullet time. And on top of that, you have the Nidalee poke that's going to come in. Although if it's AP, 80, that all depends, but the poke still in general is a really strong thing. So, yeah, there's going to be more damage output this time by Mundo. And Walter Tan Fan Club, you're going to have to watch out for that. The biggest thing Walter Tan Fan Club is, though it does have a lot of damage to come back on that.
Katarina now being thrown into the mix. We got a third game Rumble, third game Swain, second game Cho'Gath. Could be a jungle Cho'Gath, could be a top. Really not too sure where Nidoru, Monkey, and Mirror are going to actually trade off here, because you know, all of them can definitely solo lane. At least one of them can jungle. Well, I guess it's kind of forced into a Cho'Gath. Yeah, I guess a Cho'Gath's going to be forced into the jungle here.
Yeah, I mean, unless Tarek wants to really go in the jungle, that'd be a scare, that'd be a terror, but I don't think so.
Alright, let's get that Harlem Shake ready and going. No, I don't have any music for it, but there we go. 3-minute delay put into place. Let's take a quick look through the summoners. Once again, cleanses being very vital here. Double ignites on both sides. The 1 exhaust and the smites. 10 flash all around. That really hasn't changed that much game to game.
Yeah, it's not really changing at all. I feel like, well, Mundo is going to keep it going, and also in Walter Tan Fan Club. Overall, both ADCs picking up cleanse, I mean, it's important. There's a lot of AoE, there's a lot of catch, there's a lot of comps that, well, unfortunately come into play for this. Tremor's going to have to take it for sure for herself, and also with Twitch.
I'm going to take a quick look here at the Twitch runes and masteries, but yeah, we haven't really seen too much difference. Yeah, it's just rune set AD, armor, magic, resist, physical damage. Masteries 2190. I highly suspect that Misfortune is probably just going to be the same as well. Let's take a quick look over to Tremor. And yep, I will battle every day. Masteries dipping down into the utility, so he does get himself the 8% lifesteal without items. Very good for that sustain, but he has been paired up now with Tarek twice. Or, no, he had Janna last round, sorry. My mistake.
I think you had Tarek the first game? No? Or was
I'm trying to remember now.
No, it was Tarek the first game.
Tarek versus Lulu, and we criticized it, yeah.
Yeah, there's no Lulu pick for this side.
See you, Steve, in the chat. What's up, bro? But yeah, minute and a half to go into this. So yeah, Tarek, I don't know. Tarek doesn't really fit the profile of those pokey, damagey supports, but hey, we've seen a lot of Tarek today in both EU and NA.
Let's just say Mundo learned from their little, I guess, hiatus of, well, having a stun, and Mundo is going to carry that really with them. I mean, having a stun with, well, the damage output in the early game of Misfortune, just tremendous. And then you have a super squishy, I mean, super squishy Twitch. I mean, he can't get protected from one shield or anything like that. So that's going to be really unfortunate. Mundo, the bot lane is a lot better in the early lane phase. Although I feel like Twitch is a better late game carry just because, well, spray and pay and the damage output that comes up from that.
But Jason Kaplan of ESL, but I love you.
Oh, God.
He totally disagrees with you there.
I mean, he made a post later, and I understand that. But you know that Twitch carries really hard in late game. I applaud him for announcing about the early game, but that late game is just way more serious than what Jason. But I love you. I have props to him all the time because he is one of the people that started my casting career. But yeah, even then.
Ah, well, that's alright. The only thing squishier than a Twitch, it might be a Sona. Unfortunately, no pickups for her here today. But the Alienware Winter Finals for the NA. 1-1. This is all the marbles. This is all the cash. And this is going to be it for the winter season. It will be officially done. Big reminder here, spring season signups are done and ready to go. They are on the Alienware Arena website. You can sign up for NA. There will be no EU bracket. So we're going to be focusing a lot more on North America come spring season. Go sign up, challenge these guys, get that competitive experience, and one day we might see you amongst the pros of League of Legends.
I mean, winning out some $1,000 prize pool is not such a bad idea. I mean, you have a one out of, well, it might be like 150 champ or teams, but you could be that one that could rule them all.
The one summoner to rule them all.
Or team.
Or team. Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
Good team. Yep. We need to get a team called Lord of the Rings, and then every cast you win, you gotta do like Gollum voices and stuff.
Are we gonna have like Frodo and he's like the support and he doesn't like do anything but just carry a ring, or like he has Doran rings instead as his items?
The one Doran ring ruled. But you know, the hobbits and Yordles, there's a lot of similar situations right there. You know, you could make something of it. I swear to God.
Another copyright infringement just happening right there. Lord of the Rings.
Blame Bird, not me. Blame Bird.
Mm.
Throwing you under the bus, so to speak. Do birds go under buses?
They could. They could fly right under and just fly right away.
Yeah. So
or could get smashed by a tire.
Yeah, maybe you'll come out of this one unscathed. Better under than the windshield, right?
Yeah, I hear bugs like that a little bit too much.
But we're going to get this game rolling. All the summoners now ready to go. A distinct lack of skins from the Cho'Gaths, or the Mundos. Or is it the Walters? Who's on the left
The Walters are on the left, Mundos on the right.
Those silly Walters. I don't even know anymore. It's so late into the day.
I mean, if it's Tremor, it's Mundo.
There we go. Good luck, have Draven. Good job, Tremor. I'm going to switch around the scoreboard here. What are we doing, Mr. Bird?
Probably not invading. I mean, they have a Twitch. We don't have really any invade comp that's going to be coming in for Walter Tan Fan Club. If we do invade for Carry by Mundo, I mean, it's all led by the, well, Never Move, and on top of that, the Rupture. But you're going to start Rupture with a Cho'Gath jungle. That's kind of tough as well. So probably not going to be invading. I would be surprised to see a war coming out, probably for the blue side, or for the red side, for the blue Raves. I said that wrong. The red side, red Raves.
The Braves.
And, yeah, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, the Raves, that could work out too. But overall, no invades probably going to happen.
Well, you say that, but we have 4 teammates bottom right now. If this isn't a lane swap and it's not a dance party because Cho'Gath is not dancing, then I don't know what it is going to be. We did have pings going down, so we do know that blue knows that red is here. Now, of course, they are in this war. This is becoming very reminiscent of game number 1 very quickly.
Yeah, but they have no idea, or they have no chance to actually fight this one out. Why is KawaiDesu at a really bad position, having to take Q up first? That's just unfortunate for this Twitch, and that's going to hurt his lane presence in the early go.
Throwing down the blue ward and on top of their own red. So yeah, really trying to make sure that we know where this invade is going. That's going to be forcing Ire of Ire to head up to his blue first, but I think that was his plan all along. Gucci going to be heading up top with that rumble, and yeah, we are going to have Nidory playing Nidalee in that top. But hey, look at this. We're going to be taking out that red. Are we going to give it to Mare, or are we going to give it to Tremor? No, we're going to give it to
Mare.
Okay. It's like, who's gonna get it? But yeah, stealing out that red, full vision, so no surprises.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. KawaiDesu gonna try to go on the Tremor. Tremor is taking a lot of damage, but now it's gonna be changing on the Harangue. I mean, a lot of damage poke, but now Mara coming back into this. I don't think KawaiDesu should keep this going.
Wow, we even have a pink ward in this bush. Not the right color pink ward, so KawaiDesu is gonna be fine, but wow, I didn't actually notice it was a pink earlier on. I thought it was just an explorer. Either way, though, Zay's in the mid, still putting on the hurt against this Tainted Monkey, who is 0 for 1 now with this Swain. In fact, all the teams are 0 for 1 with their Swain. But yeah, Zay's last round played an extremely good Twisted Fate. We're going to have to expect good things out of him with a reset champion like Katarina.
Although Katarina doesn't have the teleport, which we've been seeing in the E meta a little bit more than the NA, I mean, Zay's still going to provide a lot of pressure in this mid lane with that Ignite. So I like what the Katarina is doing, although I feel like teleport probably would have served her a little bit better, especially the early level 3, level 4 teleport. So detrimental to a team once you get those resets and once you get those kills on Katarina.
Gets the reset. I want to make a song out of that. My god. Alright, Tremor unfortunately dropping really low. I saw him with that cleanse, and Flash already down now as well. So a lot of early game damage that he can't really do with this. Nidori, however, is going to get hit by the Ire of Iron. Gucci with the flamethrower. Good heal on top of Nidori. And it looks like she's going to be able to come out of that one. No first blood quite yet, but Zaze is still pushing hard here in the mid. Could be susceptible to a gank later on.
We're going to go try to see the counter gang Mirror can come out from side, but Mirror is just going to say, nope, I don't think I want to do this. Really interested to see if you look at Nidori's stats, he's only on 80s, so he's going to be playing this 80, like pushy, bruisery Nidalee instead of the AP, well, I'm just going to poke you to death Nidalee. So that's going to be interesting to see. I've seen that in top lane word now. I like that, but I don't think it's going to work out this time.
Yeah, no flash, no cougar form, nothing to get her out of trouble. Not even traps could have saved her out of that one. So first blood is going to go to the Walter Tans. And that is going to be set in this mood here for game number 3. Once again, everything is on the line. Tremor's already been forced to go back to town once, so he's a bit behind in terms of about 10 creeps. And still, early game is where if we can get the Walter Tan fan club up to a respectable snowball level, then we're going to see them just absolutely dominate this.
And the Walter Tan fan club, again, Gucci Mani doing a really good job. Probably, well, he was sung about early with game 1 and game 2. If he does carry out pretty hard on this one, and that's where they're looking forward to, he can do a really good job against Rumble, or with this Rumble again, and Rumble's going to be a really big presence yet again, getting assists and getting some early items.
Never move coming out. Some good damage there on top of Zaze. Does not need to use the flash. Just shun pose to safety at the same time. So Tainted Monkey now starting to push back a little bit. I wonder what was the difference there. We do got that flask once more on Tainted Monkey. It's something you don't really see that often anymore after the nerf. But just regular boots, kind of just the only item left here on our Katarina. She's used up all her pots. Here comes Ire for Ire though, and Tainted Monkey is pushed up pretty decently.
Yeah, I don't know. Tainted Money has a 6th sense on this one, but he's in the position. Zaze is in really low HP though, so this could be a turnaround. Although Tainted Money did not get the never move, and that is going to be a kill easily for Zaze.
What a big bait right there. Totally expected the Shunpo to go out, so he never moved himself, and Zaze is just kind of like troll face kill, and that's going to be putting up 2-0. Here goes the Shatter Stun combo and Misfortune on top of KawaiiDesu, but it's not going to be enough as the Whimsy comes out from Sagittarius. Still low hit points across both of those characters here for the Walters, and Tremor Ho-Ring just have to kind of bide their time and wait for another opportunity. That's not going to be a good opportunity to top for though, as Nidori is once again just chunked extremely low from this combo.
And Gucci just doing a really good job zoning out on Nidalee, which Nidalee should be doing just because of how range versus melee, but it's working out really well for the team, and now Ire going to be checked out in the jungle, and Mara can't finish up onto this. So the big thing about game 2 that happened with Carried by Mundo, they didn't really have any damage in that mid-game status. They had to rely on the Draven. This game, Carried by Mundo, without an AP Nidalee, they're going to have to rely on the damage yet again, hopefully with Tainted Monkey, but also onto Misfortune. So a lot of repeats coming in the sense of champion picks, but also the same problems might be coming up as well.
Now we don't have any vision on top of Zaze here, but we're still going to be walking backwards out of that one. Tremor and Ho-Ring, that might actually give them the false sense that it is warded out. I think it was just more the timing of the creep push, but you know, Katarina, she wants to make something happen, maybe going in for the bait on the recall. Here comes Zaze now, full power. Whimsy, the speed up going to be going on top of him. Tremor now could be in bad situation. We do got the level 6 here on top of Zaze, but we did not get the dazzle for the Death Lotus, and that's going to be a kill. 1 for 1 though, but there's the second Ire of Ire able to stop him in the tracks, and Twitch able to pick that one up. So not the best of news for the Carried by Mundo bot lane.
And it's looking like Walter Tan fan club is just going to keep on pushing up really hard, and this KawaiiDesu now at 10150 CS compared to the 38 of Tremor, and now KawaiiDesu is going to be coming back with probably a Vamp Scepter, probably going to be boots, and then a dagger or something of the sort of a 400 gold item.
Oh man, those heals are pretty expensive for Nidori. She doesn't have really any kind of mana regeneration. Does have herself that flask, but look at Gucci. Just so aggressive, just says, get on out of my lane. And he's taken almost, wow, over a double modifier for these creeps. And you have a very loud keyboard.
Oh, sorry about that. I do, and it's an unfortunate thing right there.
Just wanted to point it out. Yeah, Tainted Monkey not going to go home. I'm not too sure if he wanted to go home anyways. I think he's just trolling here. But, you know, Zays with those pickups, it's almost like he's afraid to fight. She does have that early haunting, guys. Maybe going to be roaming top, but I think maybe just putting down the ward to boot. Nidori out of mana. If she does get dived by this combo, I'm not seeing her getting out of it.
Yeah, it's going to be looking pretty deadly, and Italy just going to be cut up. Oh, the flash out. Is it going to be enough? Zays is just still going to clean up.
Oh my god, the resets, the reset. Zays starting to pull some big punches here in this early game. 3-0-1 with that haunting, guys. Is a manaless champion. Let's check out bottom lane. Sagittarius dropping a little bit low. So Tremor and Horang trying their best. Tainted Monkey has to fight off Ire of Ire as well. And I think this might be an invade on their red.
Yeah, Zays is ready for this. Mirror doesn't know that Zays is right behind, and now Mirror has to get out there. We're going to have the Pharaoh screen come up, but we're going to see the Rupture come down. Going to block out the area. So now Air could have gone for the flash in with the Twisted Event. Thought a little bit more smartly, even though Cho'Gath would have been okay.
Mirror, that flash, man. Kind of needed it for other things, but Zays, as I said, becoming a bit more of a terror. This could be some big pressure mid. We got a decent creep wave, but here comes Tainted Monkey. He should be able to clean that up. No problem, and Tremor's still pushing into this bot lane here with Horang. 101 on the Twitch, 60 creeps, so we are keeping up pretty much even, just minus that kill. And again, we're looking at some pretty standard builds. I mean, I don't even think we care for boots for Twitch, but I don't think Misfortune is going to go with that Blade of the Ruined King we've seen twice in a row now.
No, it's probably going to go in the more traditional private Black Cleaver kind of startup, or it's going to be doing the Bloodthirster first, which would be actually the better startup right now, just because of Quietus being a little bit ahead. With Blade of, or not Blade of Ruined King, with the Black Cleaver for Misfortune, you really need to have that advantage in the early game to actually even start up as the first item. If you can't even do that, you usually build up as a second item, but you're going to know that you're going to be lacking on attack speed for that little bit of time, for about the... Well, you want to get the Black Cleaver within the 17-minute mark.
Ire of Ire could be caught in a bad spot. Tainted Monkey making a good case to get himself the first kill, I think, for him. Yeah, 1-1, and that's going to be on Ire of Ire as well. Did we get any buffs out of that? Yes, a blue buff for Swain, so he's got to be very happy about that. A failed gank up top, but we got some big pressure coming into the bottom. Zay's trying to make something happen, but the wards are just too much. Nidori fighting back against Gucci, but does not have the AP power with the spears to take him down. He lives with 58 hit points, and now Zays is just going to be making his way back to mid. Tower's not going to be suffering too much, but oh my god, Tarek going down in the bot lane. That spray and pay power, just so powerful.
Yeah, spray and pay and not pray on top
spray
of
and pay. Cha-ching!
Plus the damage output that was just coming out from, well, the Tark as well. I mean, from the Lulu as well. Just a very, very good takeoff on the Tark. Biggest thing that happened in the interim, Zays was that bottom lane, got sought and got sawn, and that made, well, Tainted Monkey say, oh, so it's just a Maokai by himself. That's just going to be nothing and going to be easily taking that blue buff.
English is hard. He got sawn. I'm just teasing you, sir.
It's okay. I know. I remember English being hard for me one day, which was, maybe 2 weeks ago.
I just learned the language overnight. Give me a break. Tainted Monkey maybe trying to make something happen here on top of Zays. Throws out that clutch, but does not seem to have any kind of follow-up for it. So yeah, Laser Bird into the Never move, can really do some big damages, like right here. Forces her to Shunpo out, but that's the problem with Katarina. You can't force out her flash that easily when you are surrounded by those creeps. And now here comes Ire of Ire. Tainted Monkey going to go for the kill on top of Zays, but the Vengeful Maelstrom comes out, virtually taking no damage. Ire, I don't actually think got hit by that, but there's the Shunpo Death Lotus and Ignite. Not going to be a kill. So both of our AP mids are just going to head on back to their respective corners.
I was like looking, it was like, why is her rank even in that vicinity? And it was just, oh, he's already warding, and so it's just clearing out. Yeah, great little play again. They were waiting for the Never move, and we did see that Shunpo after the Never move. So the response was from Tainted Monkey just to use the flash to get away from it, but unfortunate times.
Oh, Tremor, my heart can't take this, sir. He has a Bilgewater.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
Yeah, alright, sure. I don't know. Gucci top lane against the Nidori. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. We do got that red buff ready to go. Good equalizer coming out. That's probably going to be single-handedly saving his life, but now he's dancing in and around those turrets. Bottom lane, however, Tremor is able to pick up FourCourtJester, and now going for the double on top of Sagittarius. So extremely slow. That's the power of the Bilgewater, and, you know, my heart now beats a bit more faster for Tremor as he gets that double. He could be back into this game, and we're not going to write off anyone quite yet, but still, you cannot deny the power of this early game Walter Tan fan club.
That was just unfortunate for Twitch to actually just stay in that. Oh my gosh, Mary taking so much damage. It's going to be taken down. Gucci Money going to try to turn this on to Nidori. Nidori going to get out of there. Uses the bush. Get in that bush again. Oh, is not going to go do that. And unfortunately, going to die down.
And as I say that, they get 2 kills. Alright, either way, 8-4, 2,000 gold difference. The only lane kind of quiet at this point is Zay's mid up against the monkey. She does have herself a Negatron cloak now on top of things. Tainted, not so lucky, but he does have a catalyst, so he's kind of banking on that for the quick Rod of Ages. Does he have enough to go pick that up? Has 1,700, should be more than enough. And yeah, he's going to get that 14-minute mark, so business as usual. But this top tower, man, I think we're about to lose it.
I mean, Rumble's just denying the CS from there, so that's really cool. Gucci Money going to be able to take that kill. Really quickly, we do see Blade of Rune King being built up by Tremor. Not surprising, because he's been doing that the 3rd game in a row. The biggest thing that actually gave him the kill against FourCourtJester was the slow proc from Bilgewater Catalyst, but there was no flash out from the bullet time. So bullet time kind of sitting there for the whole duration, probably going to get yourself killed each and every time.
And now we do got the Ire of Ire looking for that lane gank. Does land it on top, but Tremor, oh, where's the backup? Here comes the rest of the team, but Tremor, too powerful with that Blade of the Ruined King. Almost virtually untouched, and he does take down the squishy Twitch. Sagittarius in a rock and a hard place. Tainted Monkey going to be the one taking that one home. And I was going to say, look at this collapse onto the bottom lane. Tremor saying, hey, let's just kill these jerks, get myself some kills, and then we can go do Dragon. And that seems to be exactly what they want to do.
I mean, Zays and Krichimani are on the side, so this could be a little bit of trouble for Carried by Mundo, but they can still probably take this away. They're going to go try to start it up. Oh, they didn't know that Zays is around. That's the question.
That's an interesting shield graphic on top of, yeah, Rumble. Maybe it's just a graphical glitch. Either way, yeah, as I said, Dragon, it's going to go untouched, uncontested, no vision on it whatsoever. Thank you to that pink ward, and with that, you know, bush ward now dropped, it's just signaling the retreat. In terms of the gold, you know, we've kind of patched up the gold difference quite a bit, a little under 2K now between them.
It's been a really good job by Mundo just keeping up on their distances. The only thing that's really hurt them was top lane, and that's pretty much given. Game 1, Game 2, I mean, top lane has been pretty much taken down, so I'm not surprised that Nidalee kind of had the same kind of focus for that Rumble. But overall, this bottom lane is coming back into fruition. They're going to try to catch on to FourCourtJester.
No, I think it's going to happen to Tremor on a rampage. Really nice Shatter Dazzle combo. We did get the exhaust out on top of the Taric, and that's going to be a double now for Tremor. So Tremor really coming into this 3rd game. 5-1-2. 110 Craves dead even there with the Twitch, but that Blade of the Ruined King is making so many plays that I am now really reevaluating my opinion of that item.
I mean, he also has, what, 20% lifesteal, I think, right now? So that's usually what you would get, 18% lifesteal. What usually you would get kind of close to a Bloodthirster. So I see why he's doing that and how he has to kind of, like, back it up. I mean, he has lifesteal, bonus runes, and stuff like that, so that works out really well for him. So overall, I feel like Tremor really thought out this matchup for an ADC and has been playing out really well. Just the 2nd game, he kind of had a lull. This game, he is looking really serious, and he wants to take this away from the team.
I have to wonder if Nidalee actually loaded up the wrong runes, or if she's going tank Nidalee, because she has absolutely nothing in the spell penetrations, but she's building AP, and as I say, that Tainted Monkey going to be dropping to the 3-man gang. Horang in there as well, just for good measure, but he's going to at least get out of this one alive. But I gotta wonder, is that actually a tank Nidalee?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much a tank Nidalee. It's one that just split pushes all day and tries to push down on turrets and such. Gets the Iceborne Gauntlets, just rocks it off from there, and then just uses the Sheen passive to really use up for that damage and such. It's a really interesting Nidalee because I do have experience with it with my team, but the thing is, I don't know really how it usually works. All that I know is, yeah, it just keeps on pushing, uses the mobility of Nidalee, and just uses Icewind Gauntlets to even, help himself get out of danger even more so.
I'm actually now regretting not looking at Nidalee's runes. I just assumed she would go AP for the push. But yeah, alright. Ire of Ire going to be catching Mare, and there's the Death Lotus. The forces out the flash there for Mare. Was looking for the Shunpo, did not catch anything, but hey, he's going to live to see another day. How are we doing for the stacks on Mare? He's only sitting at 3, has another feast up. Is there any reason not to just kind of be running 6 as a jungle Cho'Gath?
Stacking wise, no, yeah. You kind of want to save it out, I guess, for Dragon and such, but you just took that down as well. So, I mean, overall, I think he's just waiting for the resets and then just going to go get this feast zone whenever he can. Overall, having 6 health would, or 6 stacks health up for that Cho'Gath would be very crucial and vital to keep up with there. Is Rumble going in for gank over in this mid tower? I think the chat has been saying yes, Walter Tan fan club should be taking this mid tower down probably 10 minutes ago. Kind of agree with that.
Yeah, and here goes Tainted Monkey looking for the kill on top of Zaze. Rumbo's going to come in from behind. Is that going to be enough to save Zaze? However, lots of damage being landed on top of her. Tainted Monkey looking for the kill, throws out that ward for the Shunpo, but does not look like any kill going to be going down. Zaze did drop extremely low though.
And we do see a push-up over in this bottom lane turret. They're going to be able to take this one down, but we're going to see aggression for carried by Mundo for this mid lane turret, although not as much because Cho'Gath's not being seen right now. Unfortunately, I mean, you have Maokai just keeping on pushing on down with the bot lane. You can't really do too much about it. Nidalee going to come out from the side, going to ward out for this blue buff. Could be the point of contestation really soon, or they could be going for this dragon really soon as well.
Contestation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like the conquest where you're like, never mind. I won't about that.
Tainted trying to make something here from Gucci. Gucci is going to be dropping low, and yeah, Torment. That's the word that I just can't get out of my tongue. So yeah, Torment actually does amplify your ignite damage. Last I checked. So you know, with that combo, he has been able to tick down Katarina extremely low. Just has yet to really solidify that kill one-on-one with her.
Yeah, we'll see if it actually comes in again to fruition. We'll have the ultimates line up and coming down. Just don't think there's anything else that's actually going to line them up and slow them down because there's no real CC other than Twisted Advance, which is coming in right now.
Yeah, Twisted Advance is the Vengeful as well. Ho-Rang in the front is going to drop. What an equalizer. Fantastic stuff as Zaze picks up, and that should be the ace. Everyone was clumped up for that, and they got to be kicking themselves in the pants for that one. The Mundos get aced.
Yeah, I did not expect the Mundos to actually be that positioned into the turret / into everything. They didn't even have the Twitch in the background. It was a 4v5, and they won that one out. Sorely through just Zaze damage on top of the Rumble.
Now chat's saying free T1 tower and Dragon. I'm going to disagree and say T2 and a Dragon. But Dragon's not even up. So.
Yeah, Dragon will be up for another 2 minutes. But yeah, Iron played a really good role in that. I did not think that Twisted Advance was wise. And then I said, well, there's the whole team here, except for Twitch. And they just turned on that so easily for the team of Walter Tan Fan Club.
14-8. Walter Tan, after that pretty crucifying game number 1, has come back to show extremely good mechanics in game 2 and 3, and currently leading up 6,000 gold 22 minutes in. I mean, if we get a few more of these fights and a few more towers, it's going to be really hard to justify leaving the base for the carried by Mundos.
So the other thing that Carry By Mundo is going to do, I mean, they're going to take it on this turret now because everyone's back from Walter Tan Fan Club. But the only thing they really need to do for Carry By Mundo is take care of Zaze. If they can take care of Zaze, they can try to take care of everything else. The only wild factor into this is, of course, the Twitch, because you never know where the Twitch is. But the other one is the Rumble. The Rumble 307 right now doing so much damage, and it's really going to be crucial once Wodo is actually built up by Gucci Money. That's going to be like the point where Carry By Mundo, if they can win out those fights, they're going to win out the game.
Ward going down, gets immediately auto-attacked. We do not have a Katarina here, but she's not too far off. Looking for that never move. Not going to be landing it. Dragon dropping down 1900, 1200, 500. Good smite come out from Ire of Ire, but there's no movement to engage upon the Mundos, but we do have a blue buff up now as well. We don't have a ward there in that bush, so we throw out the sapling, and yeah, I guess we just got to give up the blue as well.
So one thing that I don't agree with Caribou is doing, I mean, yeah, they have this Nidalee. Nidalee is a tank Nidalee. Doesn't really push. We'll see what'll happen, but I don't feel like it should be in these engagements all the time.
Tainted Monkey, he tried to make a push there, but now that he's out of bird form, in goes Ire of Ire. Zay's going godlike Twitch with the spray and pray. In the back, gets himself a double for Zay's, and that's gonna be a triple on top of things. Shunpo is keep going. Tremor with the cleanse finally shuts down the Katarina. But very reminiscent fight as they go 5 for 1. Dragon down, blue down, more towers going to go to the Walter Tans. And again, it's just overwhelming pressure coming out from Team Blue.
And Walter Tan fan club just keeps on catching, and when they have the Maokai ult onto the whole team of Caribou Mundo is going to disengage. First of all, they're going to take a lot of damage coming back. Second of all, if they're going to even fight in that fight, they're not going to do as much damage, and that's what you've been seeing all the time. Although at the end, Misfortune did pick up a kill at the end, it still didn't matter because Walter Tan fan club, had this perfect startup engage.
I don't know why Tainted Monkey actually stopped his bird form. Could have been a big difference in the AoE damage, but you get Zays in there, you get those resets. The Death Lotus just does work when it cannot get interrupted, and I don't know. 19-9. Walter Tan fan club playing extremely well these last two games, and now up nearly 10 grand yet again at the 25-minute mark.
Yeah, we do have a 916 Katarina, Business up there, haunting guys, and a Warmog. So if you thought about killing Katarina before, and I know you're probably going to put the exhaust on to Katarina, still doesn't really matter. She's going to live out through it. And Twitch with an Infinity Edge. Now, that was actually the thing that they needed for Twitch to actually get him at least some gold. And that's actually going to be a really good item to put that up top for Kawaii Desu.
No red buff for the for the Mundos either. Walter Tan fan club in complete control of the map. As you lose too many turrets and you lose those safe zones, those nice vision zones, and it just gets harder and harder to leave base. And we're seeing a lot of that right now. In fact, we're seeing so much of it that there's absolutely no ward coverage here at the Baron, and it has been engaged by the Walter Tan fan club. 8,000 hit points and counting, and it does not seem we can even justify leaving because Zays is just shepherding them in front of their base.
I mean, Zays is just putting pressure, and now Zays taking out the Baron buff. Oh, that's when me carry by my nose saying, oh my gosh, we can't do anything right now. They're going to be pushing up in this top second turret. I think they can do it because, again, Nidalee not pushing, not really doing anything with the split push. Can't really do anything. It's looking pretty grim for Caribou Mundo.
Well, Horang's going to get back to town as Zays is still putting up that front. Misfortune finally come back with that Infinity Edge, but I don't know, it could be too little too late. There was a time, I do remember on the EU side, where Katarina would get a Warmogs, Leandries, and Sunfire, and there was talk about Leandries actually proccing off the Sunfire. Now, we don't see a Sunfire here quite yet, or that Leandries, but we do got that Haunting, so you can pretty much bet that it's going to be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. We do see Tainted Monkey taking a little bit of damage, but not having enough mana to come against Zays. And Zays has a lot of Hank. I mean, Blade of the Rune King to be useful for that, but Tremor has no attack speed other than the W, and on top of that, the Berserker Greaves, so it's going to be pretty slow coming in this. It's all going to be dependent on a pretty perfect bullet time. But again, they have Baron, so they're going to be able to take this down without any pressure.
Yeah, it's just really hard to justify a fight when you've been getting your ass kicked the entire time, and now they have a Baron. They're going to throw down a ward to boot as well. Been seeing this more and more and more. You take a tower, you take an inhibitor, you throw down that ward. It keeps you that vision. It really lets you set up very nicely, but this could be a nice counter kill on top of Sagittarius, but just no follow-up, and Tainted Monkey is going to just get shredded under the pressure. The bullet time actually landed out quite nicely across the team of the Walters, but there's those resets coming in. Twitch with the massive range, Zays with the shunt pose, and Death Lotus is going to go straight for Tremor. Here comes Gucci in as well, and it's a 5-on-1 that Misfortune cannot win, and forcing that might have actually ended the game a lot quicker than maybe if they hadn't.
Yeah, Zay's gonna go push up for this Nexus turret. They're gonna go take over the top inhibitor really quickly. Nidory gonna come back into it, but again, Nidory doesn't have that much damage. Only has the Sheen. He's gonna be building the Trinity Force. Really interesting to see as well. We're gonna see the backup of the team. Walter Tan Fan Club now up 23-9 on the kill score with a 15k gold advantage.
Yeah, and these meaty creeps, not super creeps yet, but there's going to be started working away on these inhibitors towers, and again, it's just getting harder and harder to justify leaving base as we have 2 inhibitors down for the Mundos. But at the same time, that's also now 2 lanes of free farm that, you know, you pretty much not going to get interrupted on, because those lanes now hold really nothing of interest for the enemy lane. So this will be a little bit of a period where they can recoup some of the gold just by farming out the creeps, but at the same time they're giving up objectives, they're giving up an offensive push, which means that this is basically Walter Tan Fan Club's time to just get their last items and make that last push.
Yeah, it looks like Static Shift's going to be built up on the Twitch. Looking over Locket, it's going to be built up. We do have the Warmugs already. They're going to be going out to Void Staff onto the Cat Arena. So if you like penetration, I hear like more magic penetration coming out from there. We're going to see the, well, Maokai going to be building up to a Random Omen. Very, very smart, very take. And we had the Wood of finally completed out. It's looking pretty much impossible for carry by Mundo right now. I mean, they do have the damage output with Affinity Edge and Blade of Rune King, but as one of the members, I mean, you don't have anything really completed for Nidalee. And well, yeah, we're gonna see it come into play.
No, my camera's stuck. No. All right, well, there's a big fight going on. Tainted Monkey, I saw an exhaust going down on top of him. Twitch able to put him into the dirt. Not looking good for Nidalee. She was top lane. Did come back in a very quick, and I don't know, two more deaths. Down goes the inhibitor, or the Nexus turret. Out goes the bullet time. Does not really seem to make too much of a difference in the mentality of the Walter Tans. Rang coming in here, looking for the kill on top of Sagittarius. Not going to be able to grab it. He does go down to the Twitch. Twitch may be able to pick up this kill on top of Tremor, but no, it is going to go to Maokai instead. And laser dive going in as well. The double comes out. 28-9 was pretty much over for the Carried by Mundos, and that was a very impressive set of games from the Walter Tans.
Congratulations to the Walter Tan Fan Club. We're going to be winning out a good $1,000 prize. I was about to say 1K prize. With the good stuff coming out from them. And also, well, Carried by Mundo, they did show up pretty well. Just unfortunately, maybe a Swain too late.
Swain, 3 games, 3 losses. I don't understand it. But yeah, c'est la vie. Congratulations to the victors. If I could give them this shiny cup, I would. But instead, Alienware is going to write them out a $1,000 check, as they are now the victors of the Alienware Arena Winter Season 2012 North American Circuit.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, esports fans. If you want to see more video game commentary, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out these other commentaries.